Hello there, Auto Park of Rochester. This is Coach Stephanie with part 2 of your mystery shop. I submitted a request via the Auto Trader on September 22nd at 3:42 p.m. I did not receive a phone call until today, the 23rd at 11:57 a.m., and I got an email in my inbox today at 11:41 a.m. So we're talking literally the next day. Guys, we want to be sure that we are responding to the customer as quickly as possible. You want to call them within less than 15 minutes. Grab control of the call and use the script so that you can schedule an appointment and get them to your dealership. You want to call the customer. Then once you hang up with them, you want to send them an email within less than 15 minutes of speaking to the customer so that you can get them information that you discussed in your in your phone conversation, as well as continue to build rapport with that customer. So, Jeremy, once you hang up with the customer, be sure that you are emailing them and getting them information such as you want to be sure the email has an attention-grabbing subject line that's clear who it's from. You want to thank them for their time on the phone. They didn't have to answer the phone call. Then you want to be sure that you confirm next steps, whatever you agree to, whether it's an appointment or a phone follow-up, which should be your last resort, but at the very least, we want to schedule a phone follow-up. So whatever you agree to with them, confirm that and remind them that you're going to either call them or that they have an appointment. Give them a value statement about your dealership so that you make your dealership stand apart from the competition. Then you want to be sure that your email has a complete signature file with a link to your website as well as a link to your email address. So that did not count against your score because Josh Hill, which I assume it must be your supervisor, sent an email out before you had called me. So this is the email that I am grading. However, what's really affecting your score bigger than anything is the fact that I did not get a phone call until the next day, and I did not get the email until the next day. So we really want to be sure that we're calling and emailing in less than 15 minutes. Now, be sure that the email has an attention-grabbing subject line that is clear who it's from. This just says 2006 Toyota Highlander. It does not have the name of your dealership, and we want to be sure that we are making it clear who the email is from so that the customer will not mistake it for it being spam. And we want to be sure that the customer will open the email. So that's why the subject line is so important. Then you want to be sure that the email not only says the name of the vehicle that the person inquired on, but you want to give them positive words or industry information about that vehicle and validate their decision of vehicle. Then you want to be sure that you are giving them information about availability. You want to address availability and let them know whether that specific vehicle is available. And, maybe give them some additional pictures or a link back to the website for them to view that vehicle again so that they have the ability to just click, right from that email to look at additional pictures. Or, if you can list features that are on the vehicle or a copy of the Carfax, a link to that, some type of information on that vehicle for them to view. The email is free of spelling and grammatical errors, and you did address the specific vehicle that I inquired on. I just want you to be sure that you address whether or not it's available, and also be sure to give them industry information or positive words about that specific vehicle and validate their decision. You did have a link here in your signature file to the website where I could have looked at multiple vehicles and looked at other prices on other vehicles. And you do mention that you're going to turn the lead over to Jeremy for him to be the one to follow up. And also, I can't really give credit for your signature file simply due to the fact that there's no link to your email address here, and it's so spread out. So if you could, please work on your signature file. We want to see that everything be very streamlined, and you want to have your name with a link to your email and a link to your website and all of that right there in the signature file. If you need an example, let me know. I'll be glad to get that information over to you. Also, we want to be sure that we're giving a brief statement that's going to bring value to your dealership and make your dealership stand apart from the competition, because keep in mind, it's a very competitive world out there as far as the internet with car shopping, and you really want to make your dealership stand apart from the rest. So any information that you can give them that's really going to bring value to that customer, be sure to include that in the phone call and your email as well. Keep up the hard work and keep practicing, guys. Your secret code for today is script, 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 because I want you to be sure when you call that customer that you grab control of the call and use the script.